driving. It's a lovely old thing. It's just what they did. They rolled roads, but she was a heavy-duty 10-tonner. Oh, and behind it we have another model. This is another large 6-inch. And she was based on the Gex-Mare, which is a big barrel showman's road locomotive. Hey? Yeah, same colour. Oh, right. Yeah, good. We know nothing. We can enjoy it. We just go red.
Right, I've just taken up Peter, who is in charge of he's the steam marshal and also Croydon Jesset trustee, and Rose Atkinson, who is with Laura, and sadly Nightmare is not with us this time because the American crowd that was, you know what, that's the first time that's ever happened. I've been on the microphone and the phone's gone off, which is fail. Rufus, yes, I played the back act. When he's gone round, see, right, I want to talk about that one. It's in Lake Entry, and it's the first, it's that black engine, you see. We'll talk about colours. There's some green engines, Urban District Council. Now, the advance was so called because it was a really advanced design. And I can't bore you to tears, I'm sure, by telling you all the advanced features, so I won't. But there's a lot about it that is totally advanced, and as it's such, it was one of the last steamrollers to be built in the country right up to the 1930s. It's towing a Wallace and Stevens water cart behind, and it's owned by my son Adrian Vaughan and his partner in crime, and that's Jeff Vaughan, and it's him and his family up there. I think his daughter's steering it. It's a beautifully easy engine to steer because it's got Roman pinion steering as opposed to the chain drive that the others have got, chain steering I should say. But it's an ugly little engine. It's a 6-tonner. There are 6, 8 and 10-ton versions of that one. Lionheart, this one, sorry, this was owned by a contractor, Herbert Ashley, from Mansfield. And I've got to go a very dangerous one between the two, because this is rolling on. It is an Aveling and Barford engine. Now, we've talked about Aveling and Porter, Rochester. After that, there was a thing called AGR, Amalgamated Engineers, and they were up in Grantham, and they took charge of firms like Aveling and Porter, and it became Aveling and Barford because they were Barford rollers as well. But they were all into their diesel rollers by then, but we still need steam rollers for export. And so what you're looking at really is in effect an Aveling and Porter engine built by Aveling and Barford of Grantham. And it was due for export, but it was actually so good an engine that the English people still wanted a few of them, and they ran right up until the 1960s. Just going round, it says Express Hauliers. That's another Wallace and Stevens engine, but it's called Jolly, and it's a chain drive. Taskers of Andover. Taskers of Andover built this one. It is a chain drive engine, which is very unusual. Most of them, nearly all of them are gear driven, but this enables this engine to have rear end suspension. A lot more to it than that, but it's a very fast engine, and by fast I mean on the road that could attain speeds of up to, wait for it, 15 miles an hour. And that's owned by Peter Haney, who's here. He can probably tell me more about it than I obviously know. But following that round is one of the big ploughing engines. Bob Watts is Fowler VV ploughing engine, always ran in pairs. The two brothers owned a collection of Bentleys, would you believe? Bentley sports cars, a whole field full of them. A lot of them undercover, I say a field, but a farm's full of them. This one, I don't know what they bought this straight out of service. They never used it. They put a sheet over it and filled, this is what saved it, they filled the boiler firebox with old engine oil, which of course stopped it rusting. When it was discovered only a few years ago, farm implements, if you wanted your house moved in a container on the back, Pantechnicon, they pull that. If it was a question of bringing coal from to the factory, where it was,
well, which is a sentinel wagon, but that's got a few mechanical difficulties. But they're all maintained by volunteers. It's a lovely place to come if you want to get involved. Please get in touch. We've got a website, Thinkers Park, and you'll be able to link to get in touch with somebody. But it just shows all the hours that go into all of these engines just to present them for the odd event. But it's lovely to be able to bring them out again this year. And lovely to see that we've got volunteers of all ages involved, and that's one of our big strengths, that otherwise we'd be worrying what might be happening in 10, 20, 30 years time. But we hope that the Trust will be able to keep going with a full range of volunteers, or some with technical skills. You don't need to have technical skills to come along and help. I'm an accountant.
Leading off now is very much a local engine that's been in this area for all of its life, and it's good to see it here. I've got to walk over here and embarrass my friend over here because Peter's taking pictures. This is the editor for Old Glory magazine, which is the Britain's leading steam heritage magazine, and good to see him. Peter actually secondised what I was going to post up at Northampton. I'm surprised he ever got me. He made it amazing, novel nothing. He's usually got it. I'm surprised he's here because he managed to be in about 6 places at once, usually. Don't know how he cut it. But it's good to see you, and I hope we get a picture of big cases this year. The next festival, one of this stuff, is it? Last weekend, which was a great success, and in the week I had the privilege of going to visit a private museum in Essex, where there's a lovely little green ransom, and on Thursday I was invited to take part in the road run from Great Britain to Green. Now you need to go to an old time fair. We've got the wonderful Harrison fair here, but also I have to recommend Carter's. Joey Carter has done a fantastic job carrying on his park. We're all going today.
Absolutely.
And the road run was absolutely brilliant with Britannia, the 1904 8-horsepower Burrell engine that started off, as I said, from Green Great Britain, went through High Wycombe, up that